What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video and see what we find. How about a blast from the past, man? Yeah, we're gonna do the thumbnail. A 1984 Chevy G20 Conversion van. Oh, I'll bet the interior of this one is mint. No, it's probably really bad. How cool is this though? Look, you got this little key. I think this is for security. I think you can set like an alarm by turning the key, and then turning it off disables the alarm. I'm not 100% for sure on that. Man, would you just look at this. This thing, and look up top, like a limousine. Looking like a limousine, man. Oh, wow. This is something. It looks like it had been parked for a while. That's going to be my guess. I think she'd been sitting for a cool minute. It's got a little rust down at the bottom. Nothing too crazy yet. Definitely bubbled up under the paint there. Somebody was driving and then they weren't. And then, surely they didn't park it because the tire blew out, right? You got a flat tire and then they parked the dang thing. Wow. Land C, you got the ladder. Those are usually broken and bent. Same with this. Does it have a tire behind it? It does. It's actually got a spare. It's got a spare tire right here that could have been put on it. You got the dual pipes running out the back. This cover for the screws is all but completely rotted off. That's in bad shape. You got some penetrating rust there. Yeah, I'll bet money the interior has been wet. I would almost put money on it. Let's open this door. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. It was under a tree. Oh, the engine has been taken apart. There's hoses, or maybe those are just spares. Sure, just spares. Honestly, it doesn't smell bad. You got a little closet right here. I know that thing turns into a bed too. Screw the closet, I want the bed. Like if I get something like this, I want the bed. Look at that wood. Actually looks pretty good. The door opens and closes nicely. This door, unfortunately, looks like someone has left it open and it has been raining. Here's, oh wow. Oh wow, yep. Ugh. Oh wow. Really? Guys, look at this. This is not what I expected at all. I thought this inside was going to be covered in mold and mildew and nastiness. This is beautiful. And it doesn't smell bad. I'm really, really surprised. Look at the audio system back there. Man, and the blinds on the windows. Those are Venetian blinds right there, guys. You got your heat and air conditioning under the seats there. The carpet is super thick. Look when I step. Look at this super thick padded carpeting. Oh yeah, this is not what I expected at all. This is really nice. I mean, the body is horrible. But there we go. I think that's there. See? It's closed now. It does have some rust issues though, guys. I mean, this could still be used. I don't know who would use it or for what, but I'm telling you right now, I want it. I want it. I know this thing's not gonna run. I know it's been sitting for a long time. It's got mechanical damage is what it says, no doubt. The paint is totally trashed. The rust is gonna make repainting it next to impossible. You got a lot of damage to the wood up front from just years of heat. Oh wow, I wouldn't touch that at all. You know, cigarettes from 1986 still in the ashtray. Oh wow. Lights off, delay max. There's a little switch there. You got a bunch of switches here. I imagine those at one point may have been for lights. I don't know. Who knows what all that goes to. Actually, your lights should all be right there. Let's pop the hood. Oh, I just touched that. I touched the steering wheel with my shirt, and my shirt stuck to it. That door doesn't close. Okay, what are we gonna find under here? Come on. Come on. No, that's a hell no. That ain't opening. Let me try it again. Well, I sure tried, guys. I've tapped on the hood, I've pulled the release, and it's just not opening. So I'm very curious as to what might lie under there. If I had someone else with me, maybe we could do it. Well, you know, one person pulls, the other person tries to get the hood open, but by myself, there's no way. I'm gonna put this on my list. I know this is not something any of you would really be interested in, but I want it, and I really can't explain why. I know if I sent this to Mako, they're gonna look at it and be like, oh dude, this is gonna be expensive. I'm not looking for the two-tone. You could just paint it brown, you could paint it silver, you know, paint it whatever color. It doesn't have to be all fancy like this, but the amount of body work, sanding, oh Lord, yeah, this one would be expensive, but I think it would be so cool if we could bring it back to life. I had to, guys. For my uncle, I had to. He so loved the PT Cruiser, man. God rest his soul. He just loved these things, even though I have always known that they are horrible vehicles. He loved them, and that was just his preference. Here's an 05 PT Cruiser with hail damage everywhere, dents and dings. The best part about this is, though, this is going to be the Turbo Touring Edition, right? Convertible Touring Edition, 2.4 turbo, which is the same engine they had in the Dodge Neon SRT4. You get the chrome wheels. I mean, you get it all with this one, guys. You get everything with this one, except for leather. You don't get leather. That you don't get. But you get everything else. Lots of hail damage on this. Lots of hail damage. Man, and it's got power too. He would have loved this. This one's pretty rough. Even without the hail damage, I would have still said this is a pretty rough car. But the top is in good shape. He would have loved it. He would have loved it. What is this? We got beer up in here. Beer, Starbucks. They were having a party in this car, man. 190,000 miles. I take back what I said. I'm sorry, 190,000 miles, it's got to be reliable to have made it that long. That's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. You got your automatic transmission, you got your convertible, you got your defroster, power outlet, stereo, climate control, all your windows oddly placed dead in the center there. It's very interesting. Completely shattered windshield. The air conditioning, however, is I don't think it's working. Maybe. It is pretty hot, so we'll give it a minute. Maybe it'll catch up. But truthfully, it feels cooler out here than the air coming out of those vents. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say air conditioning probably is not working. Listen to her purr. How about that? It sounds like the cooling fan may be running. No, it's not. If the cooling fan's not on, the air conditioning won't be cold. There is your, what do they call it? A tip Q unit or something like that? A TI? I don't remember. But that thing right there is notorious for going out. Absolutely notorious. Oh, and you got to add a ground strap, I forgot, or the transmission will eventually quit working. All of your gauges will go completely nuts. You got to add a ground strap between that module and like one of these strut mounts or something. You have to do that because you will end up with severe electrical issues at one point if you don't. Ask me how I know. I bought one from Copart that was listed as a non-driver, and it was all because there was a bad ground, and I think my whatever unit that is was actually fried. Got another one off of eBay. I added the appropriate ground to it, and it ran and drove. And it too was a turbo. It too was a turbo, and I believe it was the it was a turbo convertible. It was the Touring Edition. So this one I had to show it because my Uncle Ron would have loved it. Well, this is interesting. How about a 2006 BMW 530? This one, well, I don't think anybody's going to be bringing this one back to life. Pretty good looking car. I noticed something out of my peripheral vision when I was on the other side. So lots of Lots of fire damage. But look at this. Explain why we have so many batteries back here. Oh, I just about botched it and fell. There's a battery right there. There's another battery right there. That's bizarre. And then your main battery is right there. So that would have been your original battery, and it's got 2 other batteries in it too. Huh. Maybe this thing was on some kind of air ride? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but here's what I noticed, aside from the fire damage in the back, which is interesting, and the fact it's missing the trunk. That's the other interesting thing. Where did the trunk go? Somebody had to have unbolted this. Like, it's just gone. The trunk is missing. Where did the trunk go? Let's take a look at the, oh yeah. The door panel's off, and I think I know why. The whole interior is just crispy. Really, really crispy. Oh, wow. This right here tells you a story, doesn't it? Yeah. That's a big bullet, man. That is a big bullet. And as you can see, they took the door panel off, so I'm wondering if this was something the police department, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure that the driver would have been hit from that, you know what I mean? I mean, the interior looks fine, and truthfully, I don't even see a bullet hole or any damage inside of here at all. And if you look at the way the bullet hit, it was more coming from this direction. It wasn't like straight through. This looks like it came through at an angle and real sharply went up. So it wouldn't surprise me if it went maybe through the door or stopped in the door. I can't see, but I don't see anything that looks like it went through it, so I'll bet it stopped in that door there. Anyway, I saw the bullet hole and I saw the fire damage, and I was like, wow, that's... Should we try to start it? I'm kidding. It's toast. Man, I can't help but love these old S10 pickup trucks. Every time I find one, I have to look it over and just see if maybe it's worth saving. This is a 2-wheel drive. It's got my favorite style of wheels on it, man. I love the wheels on this. Oh, spider webs. Thank you. That's nice. Wow, there's a lot of wheels and tires back here, along with the tailgate. That looks like an old wheel for a Nissan Maxima. Oh, yeah, it took some heavy rear end damage there, didn't it? A tree grew through it. No, it didn't take any damage. A tree grew through the bumper. No kidding. No joke. Yeah, they had to cut the trees or rip them out of the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this thing's been sitting a while, guys. This one's been, oh wow. Yeah, yep, she's been sitting a cool minute, but look how clean the interior is. You throw, ooh, wow. It smells. Ooh, that's funky. You got crow's feet all over the hood. You know, you send this in, you get a fresh paint job put on it. The body itself actually looks really nice. The interior looks good too. This is not in that bad a shape. It looks like somebody put some speakers in it here. Let's see if we can. No, I don't see anything. Oh, the wires. Yeah, there's wires. And there's an amp, Rockford Fosgate, and some spark plugs and some change. And that's a little concerning. The temperature gauge is pegged out on overheating there, so that could have something to do with why it was parked. We'll go ahead and just pop this hood and see if it's got the 2.3 or if it's got the big old 4.3 Vortec. 2.2, I'm sorry. 2.2, my bad. Boy, there is... Yeah. Wow. Obviously, this is not going to run, guys. There's no way it's going to run. There's plants growing all over under the hood here. I mean, everywhere. There are plants just growing into spider webs and things. That's something. These were notorious for popping head gaskets. I noticed the air cleaner is missing. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is one of those projects. You know, I got projects, well, coming out of all kinds of places at the moment. When was this picked up? April 21st, 2023. It's an 01 S10. It does have some dings and stuff here and there. I don't know the mileage. I could hook up the battery. Let's go ahead and close this hood though. Just honestly, I don't think I need another project, but when I see these things, I gotta at least look at them. I don't even know if this has a key. I don't think this even has a key, guys. No, there's no keys. No keys at all. So, oh, and the smell. Jeez Louise, the smell is absolutely awful in this thing. Now, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I think I already know what happened to this one, which is a shame. Yeah, Scat Pack, $392. Front end is looking a little on the light side there, isn't it? I don't even know what that is or what that was. That's real bad. But this one is interesting because it was obviously in a wreck. It's got a hole right through the windshield. Maybe it wasn't in a wreck. Take a look. You see the twigs all over it? Storm damage. Okay, storm damage. So a tree fell on it, I suppose. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Very odd damage because it's buckled right here in the quarter as if it was actually hit in the back. But there's no damage to the bumper. I love interesting damage like this because you just never know. And it's not like the tree fell down the side of it because there's no scratches. This is a buckle. This is a buckle from a direct impact right here. But the bumper's perfect? Somebody's got to explain this one to me. And then, is it storm damage? Yeah, it is storm damage. I mean, look up here, clearly, right? The roof is completely destroyed. Twigs all over. So obviously this is storm damage, but that damage on the back does not look like storm damage to me. It doesn't. Let's pop the hood because I don't know what is this. I got a hunch that there's no powertrain in this car at all, which is also very, very interesting. Storm damage is one thing, but missing the engine. It's got a trans. All right, it's got the trans. It's even got power. Why is it so high? Is all I want to know. We'll find out here in just a minute. It's got the motor. No joke. Everything is there. So somebody intentionally altered the suspension, and they must have done it so you could put big wheels on it. Except the back is still lowered back down again. So somebody must have put some work in and put the factory suspension back in the rear, factory springs, but they didn't do anything with the front, and then they put the factory wheels back on. That's all I can guess. I don't know. I'm still telling you, the damage in the back, that ain't storm damage. That right there, that's not storm damage. And that right there, I don't believe is storm damage either. It could be. I mean, I guess if a tree or something fell on it just right, and it missed this whole bumper and only got this, and it was a big tree, maybe. I don't know. You guys comment below and tell me what you think. All right, so a couple things. A Jaguar and a Ford Escort. A really good looking Ford Escort, but let's start with the Jag. Hail damage everywhere, but it's got a tow hook in the front as if it had to be towed in. This is an XF 3.0 all-wheel drive. This is a sick looking car, but why does it have the tow hook if it's just hail damaged? Look how clean that is. It's got hail damage everywhere, man. It smells great. It smells like money. That's all it smells like. It smells like money. Does this have a remote start on it? Nope. That's crazy. No remote start. Let's pop the hood. Brian's Car Corner. 15 XF 3.0. Oh, it's a beautiful car. But see right there, tow hook, man. Explain to me why it's got a tow hook. This thing doesn't need to be towed. It's just hail damaged, right? Well, maybe not. Give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can figure out how to pop this hood. I figured it out. I'll bet you money this thing runs and drives. I really would. The only concern that I have right now, just from looking at it, is it is seriously low on coolant, like very low on coolant, and you can see residue all over up here where it looks like somebody's been having cooling system problems. There's also residue all over there, and this is just laying on here. There's some cable right here. They ain't even connected to anything. Like, what does that go to? What does that even go to? Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. Something is fishy with this one. That's all I know. Something's very fishy with this. Maybe this had been sitting at an auction somewhere, or maybe it was just sitting out in the open somewhere and somebody got into it and took some parts or disabled it. It's hard to say. I'm curious if it runs though, so if I can find a jump point here somewhere. I was hoping I'd see one clearly marked under the hood, but I didn't. Let's see if it's got any power. We'll go ahead and just try. It doesn't hurt. Where's the, here we go. It won't stop. Thank you. Okay. And this is why I hate these push to start things, man. Yeah, coolant level low, check engine light, of course, would be on. I hate these push to starts for this very reason, because sometimes the car is damaged and it's got a low battery and it doesn't want to start. And instead of having a key that you can just click off, no, it'll just keep cranking, man. It'll crank till it catches itself on fire. Absolutely it will. So, yeah. Obviously, it does have hail damage, but it does not run. So that's why it's got a tow hook. She does not run, and I believe the way it sounded like very uneven compression, probably a head gasket. And that brings us to the Ford Escort with what is this? Okay, I know what this is. This is for towing behind a trailer. So they've got it hooked up to the frame of the Escort. This folds out and then lays forward, and you hook it up to your tow hitch. So you can tow this behind your trailer. Somebody was actually driving an old Ford Escort wagon, and such a shame, man. What a way to end its life. That's a shame. These are almost impossible to find anymore, man. You know, that's another thing that's aggravating, is when I tell people, like, this is something that's rare, just because it's rare doesn't make it valuable. All right, I'm not coming out and saying this is a super valuable car. It's not. It's a Ford Escort. Even in perfect condition, it's not worth a ton of money to most people. Now, there are some fanatics out there that would pay good money for one of these in excellent condition, you know, make $10,000, but even then, yeah, that's not like a ton of money. It's a ton of money for an Escort, but it's not a ton of money. It's not a valuable car. It's just a rare car. And people come out and tell me those aren't rare all the time. Anytime I find something that's unique and rare, people always have to come out and tell me that's not a rare car. I've seen 20 of these in the junkyard. Specifically, that was just said about my 1999 Ford Taurus SHO. It is a super rare car, guys. There are not many of them around because they were just plagued with catastrophic problems between the cams falling off and destroying the engine and the transmissions grenading. They weren't popular to begin with, so there weren't a ton of them made. All right, so my 99 Taurus SHO is a rare car, a V8 front-wheel drive Ford Taurus. That is rare because there aren't many of them around anymore. But people have to chime in. I see those all the time. Those cars are everywhere. Trust me, no, they're not. Ford Taurus? Yes, you see a ton of those. SHOs? Not so much, man. Not so much, and you won't convince me otherwise. I would like to see the interior. Whoever painted this, they actually didn't do a bad job on this. Unfortunately, they've got it all, can I just, hold on, I don't want to rip this off. Why don't I just put you guys inside? How about that? Oh, there's a window. Why did they, because the window's down. Hold on, let me try this again. How's that interior? Is it minty or is it nasty? Oh, you guys can tell me. Anyway, I thought this was super cool. Obviously, we're not going to spend any time on it. It's just a Ford Escort, but I just thought, wow, what an honorable mention to a car that withstood the test of time, and it still came out looking pretty good until its demise. Now listen, don't hate on the Chevy Sonic, all right? I actually like this color a lot. This color is phenomenal. I'm not going to spend much time looking at it. I couldn't help it. I saw the color and I was like, man, I actually really do like this little car. Is it one that I would daily drive? Maybe not. There's a lot of, oh, this is a wrap? Is that a wrap? No. So what's going on with the paint? Because there is something crazy going on under there. Oh, I love the paint. Interior's nice, 114,000 miles, and it's a turbo. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time with it. I know you guys aren't interested in a Chevy Sonic. I just saw that color and it just kind of popped out at me. But what I will waste your time on is a Mustang GT, because who doesn't love a Mustang GT? Everybody loves the cars that love to run into crowds, right? 06 Mustang GT with the louvers, the crazy wheels, man. Krager SS's, I don't know. I'm not digging that style of wheel, but to each their own. Lots of chrome. This was a pretty slick car, man. What are these, 20s? This thing's got 20s on it, I think. They may be a little bit bigger than 20s. I think they're 20s. I can't see. We'll have to look at another tire. I love this hood. Really love the hood with the vents back there too. Very nice. The paint was peeling on it. These are 20s. Yeah, 255 35 020s. Big wheels. Big chrome, rusty wheels. I don't know why this is here. There's a dent or two on the roof, and that's about it. I was thinking maybe hail, but this is going to be like fiberglass. So, and I don't see any dents down the sides anywhere. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This has power too. Oh, it's got the red interior, and it still has the inserts. Ooh, and the smell. God, there's water in there. Oh, wow. There's water in there. Yeah, that's a wet car. Ooh. Oh, my. Oh, Lord have mercy. Why do I pick these cars, man? Oh, wow. Where's the... Oh, I don't think I can do this one, guys. Yeah, this had water in it for sure. This had water in it for sure. I'm gonna try to suck it up here. It's not my first rodeo, man. Okay. Pop the hood. There's lots of leaves and crap in here. It's an automatic. Put the key in the ignition and then we're gonna run. Oh, wow. Whew. Whew, boy, that stinks. Does it say flood up here? It says Geico catastrophe, and it doesn't say loss type unknown. I got an idea. I got a pretty good idea what the loss type was on this one. Jeez Louise, man. This car smells so bad. Come on, can I even get in there to open this hood? There we go. Well, it's got an engine. It's pretty nasty, guys. Yeah, I think a lot of this car was underwater, so it wouldn't surprise me if this... I'm surprised it's got juice, but I don't think this is gonna crank. Somebody taped sponges to the master cylinder for something. There are leaves and sticks all over the engine. The mud is over the hood, and I guarantee you this engine is full of water. No, it's not. It's got oil in it. Right where it should. What? Okay, I feel like somebody's screwing with me here. Something's not right with this. Okay, something's off. Something's off with this one. What do we got going on here? This car's been underwater. It's absolutely been underwater. Just look at it. This car was underwater, man, for sure. But it's got a brand new battery, 6 of 23 battery. Well, I don't know for you guys, but today for me is August the 7th. So somebody was recently doing something with this car. It's got oil, it's got coolant. Oh, please, Lord. I don't want to get in this car, but now I have to. I have to. Could I be wrong? Oh, no, I'm not wrong, man. I know that smell anywhere. Oh, geez, come on. A gust of wind hit, man, and just brought that smell right in my face. Oh, this is one of the worst. It's not Impala bad. You guys remember that Impala? Like something died in it? It ain't like that, but this is so bad. Like I feel like breathing it is going to kill me. I'm gonna hold my breath and I'm gonna try to start it, okay? Here we go. It freaking runs, are you kidding me? And it sounds good. Transmission. Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, everything in my body is telling me this is extremely toxic. Could make me real sick. So I ain't trying to spend any more time than I got to in it. It runs great. But this has got to be a flood car, guys. Has to be a flood car. So can I pop the trunk? Where air conditioning, it's got cold air. It has cold air. Where's the trunk release? I don't know where the trunk release is. Oh, I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Whew. Is it down here? Is there? No. I'd love to see in the trunk, man. I really would. I think it's in the glove box. I'm gonna hold my breath again. Where is the trunk release, man? I just don't see it. I'm probably looking right at it. Screw it. Can't do it. Oh. That smell, that is, boy, that is something. That is something. That damn thing runs. It runs great. I don't understand it. I don't understand it one bit. But it does. It runs. It runs really, really well. And it went into gear. The smell. It just sticks to you, man. It's bad. I'm gonna put this on my list as a project, a challenge. This one would be a challenge. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here. I got another video to film for you guys, so we're going to bounce. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time to watch my videos. If you enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.